Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. And here's the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Right on target this time.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And so maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Complete. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off-play action. Works the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Bruckmeyer. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Reads it, fires complete. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Alexander. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now on the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Upstairs to make the catch. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Hokie. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Powell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Grab behind the line. It's Allen.
I I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeps it on first down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. On the run, it's Alexander. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down here for the offense. Run inside. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabs it in the middle.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. That's caught. It's made. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's really good by this offense, understanding exactly what you're getting. You're getting cover two. Where is the weakness? That's what you need to figure out, where the weakness of defenses are. And in cover two, you got that middle of the field safety and the corner that squats. Right there on the outside part of the field is where you want to attack. Nice execution.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Crosses the 45, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense has it, they're on the move.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he wants it all. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Powell. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. caught in the backfield. It's Allen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's May. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Hit as he throws. And here's the third interception of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And the extra point is good. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. The short hands, it's Harris. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Hokies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Back to pass. Here's the heat, and he never had a chance.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Gets the back moving. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got the back over the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football. And
it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll run for it on third and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Now on second down. The run inside. It's Marshall. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Creates a little room. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. And the third down pass is incomplete. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Reynolds.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Heath. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he...
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. Running inside. It's Marshall. Picks up the first down. Taking it the other way. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Mendoza. On target. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Hokies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Right back to him on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And giving up 3 sacks.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. On the ground, it's Marshall. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The run inside. It's Marshall. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Green. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a man. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. from the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing